Light something, vape something, sip something. Testing 1 2. Is this thing going? Trey Johnson, what up? What up? Testing 1 2. Is this thing on? Make sure my sounds and everything is good. Y'all get y'all things settled. Y'all get together. We doing some brush work. I need an hour of your time. If you got an hour for me, I need an hour of your time, bro. We gonna talk brushing. We gonna get into some wave history. Get ready to lock in. Get your Coronas. Get your Modelo's going. It's about to go down. We're going after dark. Get some lime going. We about to get going. I'm brushing. We ain't do a reveal yet, but we brushing, Trey. We working. I'm not going to disappoint. When I come through with the pattern reveal, I will not disappoint, my brother. I got you. Let me double check. I need to get a share to ES. Let me get a share to ES real quick. Somebody share this to ES. Somebody share it to ES if you get a chance. If you share it to ES, get a chance. Ronnie Evans, what up? I see you. Share this to ES. Somebody share this to the page, the main page, the home page. What up? He said, let me get a peek. Real quick, right quick. Hold on, right quick. While we in the countdown. While we starting, let's go. Let's go. I'm not going to disappoint. I got you, bros. I got you. Let's get together. I'm getting these notes together right quick. It's feeling good right now. The vibes is right. It's Saturday night. We in episode 6. Let's go. Wave Game Harris in the building. What up, Wave Game? All right. Let me double check everything. Roderick, what up? Let's go. We getting it going in a second. We talking history of teams. Let me see them team emotes is in the building. Where the team emotes at? Matter of fact, let's get this poll going real quick. I need to know something. Let's activate this poll right now. Plastic bag method. Overrated or underrated? Let me know in the chat real quick. Carlos, what up? I need to know real quick because this is going to stay on all day. All day. We talking history of teams. And remember, guys, y'all know the energy. Y'all know what we just came off. Teams. What's good? Teams in the building. Team chat. What up? Jazzy, what up? And y'all already know what it is. Get ready to brush. Again, I need an hour of your time. Lock in with me. No big deal. Just give me an hour of your time and just lock in with me, ladies and gentlemen. I just need an hour of your time. We after dark. We got our people up in this thing. What up? We got Trey in here. We got the team thinks in here. What up? You already seen Nikki Barnes in this thing. What up? Trey's in here. I see some Immortal in here. I see some Wavy Sands in here. I see y'all creeping up in here. I see the teams. Coming out. And this is an important one because tonight we keeping it nice the way we need to keep it for the vibes. Again, for Black History, aka Wave History. I think I owe y'all. I owe y'all some more. I owe y'all another one. I owe y'all some payback, some redemption at least. So this is what we're gonna do. Killer Cam, what up? I see you. We're gonna get into the history of all that, but we're gonna get into some announcements first, because you know how we like to do. Get into some announcements. But in the meantime, if you're ready to brush, if you're ready to just listen in your headphones, chill back with me. We might have some guests. We might try to creep some guests up in here. Last week, we hit big. We had the number one step in, and we might try to get them again, but we gonna see. But in the meantime, I gotta say what up to the chat. The chat's in the building right now. They moving in. What's good, everybody? I see Supreme in here. I see the crew moving in. Get your drinks, get your brushes. I see the big number one is in here. We are ready. We are activated. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into these announcements real quick because, look, I got to give a shout out first and foremost to the Star Senders. Star Senders went crazy last week. Shout out to my Star Senders, and we're gonna run the countdown. Chris, Lanyell, Bricks, DVD, Uzi, Shell. In the top 3 of last week. Top 3, Cito, Young Wavy. In the number 1 spot. Why am I surprised? Why am I not surprised? Brandon P. You already know who he rap. You already know what the gang is. They flew in the care package at the number 1 spot again. I can't make this stuff up. I couldn't make this stuff up. You see it right here. Shout out to the Star Senders. They number 1 everywhere you see them right now. This is what we talking about. We talking about the number 1 Star Senders. I hear the stars coming in again. Wavy Germ, I see you. This is what it's about. It's about showing the love. And then you see that giveaway we got. That giveaway we got. We sending some brushes to Africa this year. We not playing. So shout out to our Star Senders. This is for y'all. I gotta show y'all love every week, week in and week out. I don't care what y'all send. It's gonna go to a worthy cause. And I'm not going to let up on it. This one's for y'all. Now, I know y'all seen earlier this week. What We Doing Awards. Shout out to Banks. I see you over there working. The awards was up. The awards was crazy. It was active. The vibes was right. The energy was good. What up, JP? I see you. What up? The energy was great. And we got some winners at the end of the day. Let's go over the winners real quick because we got to show them some love. And again, I want y'all in the comments. I want y'all spamming, showing the love, spamming the hearts, the like. I don't know if they hear, but if they come watch the rebroadcast, we got to make sure we showing them love because, that's how we do. And this is how it goes down. Big T, what up? I see you. This is who pulled up. Breakout Waiver of the Year. Y'all already know. N2, Nicole Nelson. Y'all see her. She pulled up. Breakout Waiver of the Year. And y'all already know the work she was doing. Y'all know the activity. Y'all seen the battlefield. Y'all seen the energy. I see you. You seen how she pulled up. And not only did she pulled up twice. She pulled up twice. And she had to make sure she pull up again. Because now what we got, she pulled up with another one. She pulled up with the Warrior of the Year. So it was like, hey, look, you already know how she do it. She went like, hey, look, through this thing, the first time we seen these awards handed out, she went literally, pulled up with 2. Now we heard the interview. We heard the background. We was wondering if she gonna pull up and hit a 3-for. We was wondering if she was going to hit a 3-for, but nah. The 3-for is a little bit what we doing. That's what Dre said. The Beyonce of the What We Doing award. She pulled up, dominated. And this gives you an understanding what she did all year. Because again, she did Wave of Thrones. You see her positioning on the banner. You see her positioning in Legacy. You see her positioning everywhere. And this is no surprise why she pulled up and got not that the breakout waiver, but the Warrior of the Year. Outside all day. Shout out to Nicole Nelson and 2. 2 more awards got handed out, ladies and gentlemen. 2 more awards got handed out. Let's say the big ones. These are all huge. But as you see us graduate through these levels, Banks had it set up real nice where he want the big ones left where they need to be. Tony, what up? I see you. Waiver of the Year. This one was a close one. I'm not gonna hold you. This one was a close one. This one right here was a close one. You see that if you go back and watch the rebroadcast, you see the score. I think it was 5-7 out of an 18 voter spread. It was tough, but guess what?
That's the big number 1 spread.
He did it again. And it's like at this point, I mean, look, we could keep talking. We could keep talking, but I ain't going to tell you what we talking about. We might talk about that next week, but they going to keep on talking. We got to show love. Biggest honor. Icon. Waiver. Award. Big T. Show your love for Big T. This is what it was. The honor. The biggest honor of the night went to Big T. And like we knew where Banks was going with this one. And then like the love was crazy when we saw everybody. We saw the OGs come out. We saw the love and the respect collectively in the chat, on the pages, on Instagram, on YouTube, no matter where we at. Look, this is the respect level. Show your love, Big T. Big T, I think he's still here. I think he in here. This one was well deserved. It was, big homie. Look at it. This is for you, love. We still keeping the love going. The love is still overpouring. We're not going to stop. This wave history, this our month, this your month. We're going to keep pushing the vibes, keep pushing the good vibes. Shout out to Big T. Shout out to what we doing. Shout out to Banks. All right, folks, where we at with this thing? Because we got to keep the agenda on the road. Because, you know, when we start breaking bread, we could break bread for a whole hour, but we can't. We got to get to these announcements. You already know the tournament we talked about. All week, this week, last week, week before that. Pew. Public Enemy. You already know what it is. It's the first shootout, the first tournament shootout. Waivers 2+ years. Cash prize. 150 in a pack. And I got some nice news for y'all. April 15th. In that pack with that 150. It's a ticket to the next event you're about to see. It's a big one. You're about to see what's really good. I see the sayings up in this. What up? Remember, Pew, April 15th, sign up with Ocean Spook. Exhale along with JVG or any Public Enemy waiver. You see him in the streets. You can't run when we shoot. Hit him up. When you see him, look, I'm trying to get in this tournament. What's good? What's good? I see you, DQ, Cito. I see y'all. Y'all get up in here. We're doing announcements. Because guess what? That 150 in a pack, you know what that's going to? This is what it's going to. The 150 in a pack. This thing right here. The event, the Armageddon Dose. June 23rd to 25th. Tickets on Everbright. Music by DJ Polo. Again, waivers, barbers, BOBs, and more. You see the address. You see the details. 540 Cito on Instagram. You already know she on the pages, but definitely hit her up. That rag dealer, the Armageddon wave check. You see the details. This is the big one. This is the one. These are going to be the ones where it's like, look, you got the pack. You won the pack. You can show up. You won the tournament. You might pull up and win something else if you show up to the event. Hey, look, you got a freebie. You just walk right in, do your thing, and do your diligence. And this is what about showing the love. This is how we showing the love. We making sure the waivers get their thing. And I love how they put that together. Shout out to Pew, because the winner of that tournament, they could show up and they could actually get into some real deal flexing once they show up at that wave check. So that's going to be good. Had a wave check ready. Be ready to wave check and be ready to break bread. Again, Nova Naturals, they don't miss. I'm about to make that a catchphrase. Look, Nova Naturals, they don't miss. Bro, look, that's all we're going to say. Now, you already seen what's been going on. You've seen the headlines. You've seen the details of what we're going to be talking about tonight. And again, if you didn't see the vote that we got going on for the plastic bag method, overrated or underrated? And right now, it's a blowout for underrated. We're going to talk about that. What's good with the underrated activity of the plastic bag? We're going to talk about that, but let's get into the main topic because I don't want to lose y'all. Let's get to the main topic. The main topic for tonight, I got it set up nice for y'all. We talking about the history of the teams. And you know what we talking about when we talk about the history of the teams? What are we really talking about? Just like how you seen this last week when we talk about the BOBs. We went down that path. We went down that path through the eras. And let's really talk about the eras. We're going to go down the path of the EK era first. And when we talking about the EK era, again, we talking about the era with, say, about 2012, 2013. We're talking about, let me just set the table real quick. We're talking about a member base of no more than 1,300 people. EK all by itself. For ES, it's just all of us, 1,300 members, all in one group. And this is what we're about to talk about. We're about to talk about the EK era and the teams involved in that. Now, you might notice there's an ongoing narrative with some of the teams you might see in this thing, but we're going to talk about it as we literally look through the entire spread of the teams. Let me double check, get the slide. All right, first on the agenda, first on the list. Now, some of you might know these people, you might not know, but we'll get to it. The wide, massive waivers, and this is EK. This is EK era we talking about. EK era we talking about. I see Shell up in this thing. What up, Shell? This is the EK era we talking about. This is wide, massive waivers. And as you can see, at first, what does this team really look like? This looked like a free world gang, right? Free world before the free world. This is what it was. 2012, this team pulled up. They had Sir Cruz. They had Black Sea. They had Hall of Famers. They had Scotty. They had Leon Med. They had Hall of Famers, hitters. But as you can see, look at the roster. Look at the recruiting. Look at all they wanted. They wanted free world gang, and they wanted some exclusives. This is what that team was pulling up with. And this is that the WMW wide massive waivers. This is the EK era. Now to the next squad. We're going to the next squad through this era. We're still rolling through this era. .360 Legends. For the ones that know, they know. For the veterans here that was here, EK era, again, they know. .360 Legends. Of course, some of y'all might recognize Rach, Drew, Jerron, Lil Dana, Justin, JR, Tarico. This was one of the squads that was like, they started to actually move and shake on the pages. I seen the recruiting step up with this squad, but this squad is what kind of stepped up another squad. The squad you're about to see now. The squad you're about to see now took it to the next plateau, and one could argue probably is the best team of this era we're about to see right now. The next team we're about to look at is this one. Spin Cycle. Now I'm gonna keep it simple for the OGs that's around right now. Spin Cycle was when they started to get, a few YouTubers, a few Instagrammers. As you can see, they had some lady killers on here. They had James Norman. They had Driz. They had Eno, of course. He was the admin of EK. They got Watt. You see Hall of Famer Watt. He up there, one of the originators of Spin Cycle. You see Trey up there. You see a few people from the OGs that know. This is when it started to get serious. This is when they say, hey, look, man, we got to get a roster up, man, or we're going to get stomped out here. This is when it started to look like when you needed depth. This is where the roster was like, come on, boys, there's 1,300 of us in here. And every time we show up, we getting stomped out by the same 5. We got to step up the roster, boys. We got to step up the roster. And from this, matured how they stepped up that roster. They stepped up that roster where they said, all right, y'all going to get a top 5. We going to get something better than the top 5. We trying to be star-studded. This is when we still in that era of the super teams, but we showing a history of like what the super teams used to look like and what they wanted to be. You see some of the names, Jeezy. You see Trey again. You see James Norman, Hall of Famers again. You see Drizzy on there. You see Sue Tim on there. Watt is on there again. It got to a point where they just needed to gather the talent. The talent needed to be gathered, and they was bringing it all together. And through it all, again, 13 members, this team. We're going to move to the next one. Supreme Gang. They were there. For those that know. Shout out to Jay for the don't know. For those that know, Supreme, yes, they was there in the early days, before it all. Before teams was everything. They was in the midst of the recruiting. I know you see Diva in there. You see Bree. And I think there's a picture of Jeezy in there. They ended up picking up Jeezy. I see PB in there. You see some top talent. And it got to that point during this time, this era where it was like, we need the top talent. JP said, there I go in the corner. You know, we need the top talent. And this was around that time. For the ones that was there, they know this was the time where it was like, look, man, we got to get the guys. We got to get the guys that battle. We got to get the guys on YouTube. We got to get the ladies that's killing it. What up? It is literally just like how it is today. But, you know, this was a little bit different. The vibes was different. It was still about recruiting. It was still about getting it all. Then you had Team Tsunami. Again, for the people that knew, it's about having a solid 5. For the teams back in the day, if you wanted to be anything, you needed at least 5. Like now in these days, y'all see the right. You need like 20. You might need to pull up with 40 to match the 40s. Really, right now in this era, you might need 40 people to match. But in this era, you only needed 5. You give you a solid 5 waivers. Y'all brush together. You got a team going. Boom, that's the team. Mark, Jimmy, LaDavian, Lamar, and Michael Stig for the ones that know that was there. Team Tsunami. And then, of course, it was us. Those forum scumbags that thought they could come to the pages and do forum stuff on the Facebook. They said, y'all coming through with 5? We coming through with 5. All right, what up? We got our 5. We got some forum dudes. What up? We coming through. We came through and started the team immediately because that's how motivated we was by the team thing. We came from the forums and literally came back and motivated straight to the era where it was like, no, we got to jump in this team thing. Go get our 5 together. We going to get our 5 and we going to get it going. And this is what the thing was about. This is what we talking about when we talking about the era. This was just this era. Now we closing a book on this era because, again, it was a member base of only 1,300. But as you can see, there was activity. The activity was pretty much right where it needed to be. The activity was exactly where it needed to be for recruiting, for competing. And then, of course, the next era that we're coming into is the era, I would say the era of the super teams. We literally are in the super team era. Let's admit it. I seen a comment from Drip even earlier today. He said, look, after we reel this 3-peat in, don't be surprised if you see a merging of 2 teams. Don't be surprised if you see a super team emerge once the 3-peat strikes. I know I wasn't bugging if I seen that. Drip, talk to me. I know I saw that today. We in the era. This is the super team era. Drip said, mind you, we pull up on that 3-peat. You better believe we are coming through with another one, and you see it. This is the era that we in. We talking eras. So let's go to the main era, and let's show love. Let's show love to a team that a lot of people they don't really understand what they really did in this game. If you really understand, if you was there. Now again, only if you was there, you understand what this team was about. One Wave Nation. And let's look at some of the faces we might see, some of the waivers we see. I see Sean Gibbs in there. I see Moose in there. I think I see Monsoon in there. I think Bledsoe in there. Like, this was a team that picked up a lot of talent that really got to spread through, and they went through like wildfire. They're going to have to merge a super team with another super team to make a super team. That's what I'm saying. This is what this thing is going to get like come next year. Come next year, we're not going to have a choice in a minute because look, the main teams are doing exactly what you see. Recruiting, talent. You a battle waiver? Get in here. We need you. You see what MLW did. Not to knock. As you can see, I see a lot of Hall of Famers in here. Exactly. So we got to talk about the history. When we talk about the history of teams, we looking at where the talent migrated first, where it migrated from And we walking down this path real quick just to show an example. And if you want more, you can look in, you can do your own research. I just want to gloss this thing because we got our own thing we want to get into. We want to go around the crown later, but we just want to give y'all this run through real quick and show y'all the maturation of some of the teams. I know y'all remember this one, the new era. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I think this was one mob first, and then they ended up merging into something like this. Let me know, because somebody was talking to me, and they was telling me this is how it really went. It went down kind of like a one mob thing, and then a new era thing picked up. I think I seen Blaze on here. I think I might have seen Wiz on this squad. I don't remember too many people from this squad, but I do remember the name came up. So we got to acknowledge it. And I was like, all right, cool. They made their stamp in the game where somebody remembered them. That's good enough. That's all we need. So new era for the people that was there. Trash era, them my sons. For the people that know, they know the era. Another team through this time, through the super team era. Okay, we're going through the maturation of the super team era. Just working our way up. For the ones that remember this, during the time when you seen everybody had to recruit. Again, these are the early stages of the super team era. We need superheroes, bro. We need a Justice League, bro. We literally need like the best battle waiver. We need the best knowledge waiver. We need the best campaigner. They started getting creative like that, where they were looking to just get titles and just wrap titles just around their finger, just via category. This is what it was about. This was the super team era, the beginning, for the ones that know. The Justice League, TJL, Avery, Kang, Country Kang, the Godfather, pulled up. They had hitters. They had hitters on this thing. So like for the ones that was there, you do your research. You look up the Justice League, hashtag JLA, hashtag TJL. Look it up. The history is there. We still moving, folks. The next team, and I already know y'all know, took the whole team thing to the next level. This is where I could say where Brandon started to become a big deal. Shout out to Big 40 and them boys. They on their Brandon grind as well. But one thing I want to know, and shout out to the affiliates, I see the brands everywhere. They're moving. I can arguably say this was probably one of the teams that opened the branding of teams in a wave game. Let me know, guys. For the ones that was there, y'all seen how they came up. Y'all seen how the maturation ended up going. This was one of the teams, or the team, that moved the direction of the branding. Made team almost like a sport. This is what it really looked like coming up. What that brush do, for y'all that know, y'all already know. No need to overtalk it. Y'all already know the brand. Y'all already know the movement. And for the ones that know the movement, this is just what it is. For the teams that brand now, y'all remind me of the teams that, when they came in and they understood brands. They understood we could be in a wave game, but like, look, we a team. This is a brand. So it's like, this is what it's about. Now, the team that I want to bring up, last but not least, because we're going to talk about other teams before we get into that. The team that I want to bring up is a team that I really, really, really loved. Hated to see him go. But as I started to walk down a path, I started doing my research, digging in the crates. I saw this team come up. And I saw the stamp of the impact that they made. And when I show you this team, you'll start to remember certain things. Your memory will start to be rejogged immediately once I show you this team that we're talking about in the eras of the eras that we're looking at. Threat. Who remember Threat? 1 in the chat if you remember Threat. 2 in the chat if you have no recollection of who Threat is. Let me know. 1 in the chat if you know that Threat. 2 in the chat if you don't know that Threat. Let me know. This is the history walk we're going down, because they used to pull up with the Threat Thursdays. And they used to go crazy with the lives. Shout out to Zaza. She used to come through with the squad. And like, you know, like, look, they came through. As you can see, they had the ladies on deck. They was in the campaigns. They was running for petty. They was out there. Yeti Thursday. Look at y'all. They was out there. They was loving the ladies. The bomb threat. Shout out to Threat. Shout out to Zaz. She's still out here. She's still out here. But look, y'all. This was one of them. I had to show them some love when we taking this history down. The history of teams. Because again, we still had super teams, but we had some teams. We had some teams doing some real creative things. Shout out to Zaz. Shout out to Threat. And y'all already know the Threat gang is the one that brought us to the FU 4-way with Splash with the 4-way. Still one of the most iconic 4-ways to this date. You got to check it out. I don't know if y'all saw that. Y'all already know what time it is. But again, for the teams that we walking on, we walking down a path of the teams that kind of ushered in the super era. They only lasted about they only had a small window, but the window was ripe. That's all I could say about it. If you was there, you was there. The window was ripe. And like, you know, things happen. Shit happens, we know, but again, the window was so ripe. So the other teams that came along with that, we just had to have on notables. And again, it's no knock to other teams. Y'all are the ones that's in the top 10 right now. The ones that's left standing right now that we don't really have graphics for are the ones that everybody pretty much know in the hood. Hue, Affiliates, Driplomax, Wave Cartel, Immortal, Wave Saiyan, Spoon, Imperial, French Connection. All of these teams are MLW. They got community members all through the community. They got community members all through the hood. What That Brush Do still active. Supreme still active. We have teams from the first era still active. What? This is the time we in right now, Will. This is the time that we in. And again, at any given time, trust me, at any given time, any of the teams that you've seen and might have had not seen, they may recover. They may resurface. Who knows? They may resurface. But until they do, you already know what we have. We got the number ones. We got the top 10. We got talent on the banner. We got talent on all these other groups winning competitions. They outside. Again, what we talked about with that article, shout out to everybody that gave me support on that article. Some of y'all teams that went in that tournament and Wave Team Championships, you got to get better with recruiting. Get on that recruiting trail. We're going to show y'all when we do our update, there's a lot of talent on these pages. We brought more talent to the pages. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into the talent that we brought up to the pages when we do our weekend review. But remember, the recruiting got to be good. So like, we're going to try to do something. Let me see something real quick. Let me drop something in here. I'm going to drop something in the chat real quick. And let me see if we can get somebody in here. Last week, we was able to get somebody in here. And again, we're going to keep testing these waters and see if we can hit a lick until they shut us down. I'm going to drop that in there real quick. And again, try to get in there. Let me double check it. But this is what we're going to do. I'm going to try to hit that link. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I'm going to double check on that poll too, but let me make sure this room is right. I want to make sure this room is right. All right, this room is right. This room is right. This one. Not that first one, this one. Take this one. Password 360. Password 360. Not that first one. That first one, dead that. That first one is dead. The other one, do the second one. Password 360. See if you could jump in this thing. I want to see if I can get y'all seats warm for Around the Crown. Hold on. see. I want to see if I can get y'all seats warm for Around the Crown. What up? And if we can get y'all in here now, we can get y'all in here. If not, don't worry about it. We'll work on something next week. I got topics. I got whatever lined up. But if not, if we can only get one person in here, that's all good. We'll do one person. We'll do the interview, and we'll go check out the page, and we'll review everything that we need to review. What up, PJ? If you can get in there, again, Wave Kings only. If you active, it don't matter. If you're a Wave King, lock in, tap in, see if we can get some activity going. I think we made contact. I think we have made contact. Let me get my things together. I think we've made contact. Testing 1 2. Can you hear me? Testing 1 2. Shout out for the dono. Who sent the dono? That's Uzi with the dono. Shout out to Uzi. Let me see what we got. Well, let me throw the virtual cam on. Let me see what we got. Who we got? Testing 1 2. Can you hear me? I see we made contact, but I don't hear anything. I see we made contact with one of our guests. Let me double check something. I see we made contact. Trying to get what I guess in here. See, we made contact. What's good? I can't hear him now. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. PJ, good luck with the Hunter. Let me know if you can hear me. I see somebody in the comments right now. I see your bars. Your bars is good. Your connection is good. Talk to me. What up? Hit that poll up. Let me double check on this poll real quick because the poll was getting really blown away. Let me see. Where we at? We had 31 votes to 2 votes for underrated. That plastic bag. Ooh, that plastic bag. I think we got contact. I think we have contact. Okay, we got the number one. Let me get the number 1 seat warm real quick. 1 second. And if you see the tag, let me drop the tag in there one more time just so I can see it. I need at least 3 more people we can get in here. We want to see how much we can push this thing. I need to see how much we can get in here. Let's push this thing. And then we got drip. We got drip in the green room right now, chilling, having some crackers and wine, chilling. So we're gonna bring. We want more of y'all to jump in here. Jump in here. Remember the hashtag. I mean the passcode 360. Passcode 360. All right, let me see. All right, I hear drip. Everything's good with drip sound. Drip sounds good. All right, let me see. We can add this. Let me double check. Let me see. Let me grab Drip's link. See if I can do drip in here. Let me see. I like this. For drip on the West Coast, so we got activity. I like this. We can make it happen. Let me see. Gotta get the seat warm real quick. Oh yeah, that's one. Oh, that's one. Oh, that's one. I think we got it. I think that's one. What it look like? What this look like to y'all? What it look like?
Look good, man.
OG Glenn, what it look like? Ooh.
Slight echo.
Slight echo. All right, let me fix this. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, you can hear me. All right, but the sound is not coming through. All right, let me see.
I have to go get my drink, man.
Slight echo. Let me see. I see there's another person in here, but guess what? I don't think I could let them in.
What?
I don't think I could let them in. I don't think I'm gonna let them in. I'm gonna let them sit there and look right now, because you know what? I don't think I could let them in. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. It's good. No echo. We clear.
All right, no echo. We good. All right.
Big wavy world vibes, man.
All right.
What's going on?
I'm loving it. Oh, look at that. That's that. What's that? I see some merch.
You know what's going on, man. There's a whole lot of wavy world going on, man.
Ooh, that's that wavy world. Drip. Okay, talk to them. All right, we seen a polls real quick. So while we wait for some other guests, we talking about plastic bag method. What's with the overrated vote? Why? What's with that?
They said it was overrated.
Underrated by a landslide.
Underrated, yeah, for sure. It's definitely if you're not plastic bagging before you rag up, you doing it wrong. I don't give a fuck. You're doing it wrong. You're doing this waving thing wrong. That's how you get the product in there. That's how you get all of those little bitty hairs to lay down. You won't have those hairs sticking about your do-rag. I don't care if you hot Cheeto bag, plastic bag, lamb down G, the pad, whatever it is. Make sure you getting that plastic on that shit before you rag up for sure.
And then I seen somebody talking on the page. They was like, look, man, look, plastic bag don't get you waves. The actual brush do, but just bring a little bit of clarity on that, just so nobody confused on thinking that plastic bag substitute for a brush.
Nah, it's just to lay it down. That's after you've done everything. Hard, medium, soft, plastic. That's the order. Hard, medium, soft, plastic. If you rag up after the softy, you're doing it wrong. The last thing you should be applying is your butter after you've done your oil and your moisturizer. Apply that butter, get it in there with that plastic, and you good. Unrag 30 minutes later and take some pics.
Exactly. So before you rag up, OG said, I demonstrated the method at the PYT at work. She got wet. Hey, look, this is what you need to do. Look, you can't miss with the plastic bag.
He could have got a little puddle action after that. You should put the plastic bag on, get a little puddle action.
You know, talk to him, get that sticky icky. Who we got up in here? Let me get somebody else up in here. Who's I see y'all knocking.
Look, man, I'm telling y'all better, if y'all don't hit that link, every week y'all gonna see Drip.
I'm trying to lock y'all in. Look, we got the seat warm for Drip. He already in, as you can see.
Y'all better be in here every week for y'all. It better be 4 people by the time I show up.
Because I want the seats. I know John Yale wanted to get in here. I know Sito wanted to get in here. I know Willie wanted to get up in here. Hey, look, get your seat ready, because when they come through, if they get wrapped up, they might be wrapped up.
Hey, that nigga Brett reinstated himself.
Look. I'm admit. The person that I just said I wasn't going to let in, that was Brett. All right, that was Brett. Brett was at the door. Brett was not.
He reinstated himself. Is the reinstatement in full effect? He reinstated himself.
No, the reinstatement is not in full effect, especially when you try to pull up and reinstate yourself. That's just all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna put too much detail into it. Look,
he reinstated himself. That was crazy. That was. I'm going. When we talk about the top moments of the year, 2023, that's probably gonna be like my 10 or 9. Brett reinstating himself.
He said he beat Arizona. He said he beat the Arizona. He beat this person. He beat that person. That should put him at the front. But it don't work like that, Drip. You gotta talk to him.
He said, hey, now I can finally say this. Brett don't run shit. I've been wanting to use that back on you for the longest. Brett don't run shit. I've been wanting to say that back to you for as long as I could think of. And I appreciate you for giving me this moment, Brett.
And you said, Brett, it's all love, Brett. I see you working. Again, some people was wondering if we should even let you compete in the East vs. West. I said, no,
and
let him.
He's still doing sniggity giggity. Why is your top shot always darker? Why aren't you tucking them little areas right here on the hairline? But I don't say nothing no more underneath the battles. I just be thinking it to myself like, I don't like when I see people got 3 clear pictures and then one of them motherfuckers is just, that one where your trouble areas is a little darker or something like that. I'd be like, But that's just me. Drip don't run shit.
Exactly. So, hey, Brett, if you in the comments, hey, look, you can always feel free to respond right now. Hey, look.
He ducking that motherfucker like he tucking it. Like, you know how people be tucking? He tucking that shit. Like, I'm just going to tuck mine in. Like, when they tuck the chain with Debo come, I'm just gonna tuck my little areas in. I'm just gonna tuck mine in. Snickety giggity.
And again, there's no light tricks. It's no step backs, as you can see.
He getting better. I will applaud him on that. He getting better. He getting better at that shit. He like, okay, I'm gonna have a lighting on point. But no, sometimes he still do that top shot be a little dark, but he's been getting better. But now he just, even in the videos, you great at not showing the trouble areas. I give you that, boy. You like a premier Paramount director, cameraman when it comes to not showing those trouble areas. So I give you that salute.
All right, this is the setup. We're going to have the setup that you see right now. Next week, I promise y'all, we going to get 3 more Wave Kings or Wave Queens in here. They having problems. We're going to get the problems worked out. We're going to have them at it. We're going to have it straightened out for next week, but this is the setup. You're going to see Drip has a seat already locked.
I've been wanting to argue with niggas like this. I'm going to look next. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yep.
What the fuck are you talking about? Yep. I just want to be able to argue with motherfuckers and shit, man. This is a sport for me. Arguing?
We got it locked. And this is what Drip got it locked. And again, how you get out of these seats, this is how you going. This is your way out. You got to get through some of the best debaters in the Wave game. This is what this is going to be about.
I gotta go get me another kufi. I lost my kufi too.
Yeah, right. And the blazer. You gotta have the blazer and the kufi.
I gotta get my fucking kufi.
All right, let me see. All right, we gonna get the problems through, but like word Drip, good looking out for coming through again. The connection was dope. Man. The sound was dope. That's your seat now. You locked in.
It's good.
Let go. Oh my God, this is it. So look, y'all see the setup. That's gonna be the setup. We gonna lock in Wave Kings, Wave Queens. We gonna lock them in, and again, we gonna get the debate on. I got topics lined up. I had them tonight. We gonna roll over to next week. I'm gonna get in contact with some Wave Queens, some Wave Kings. I'm gonna make sure I got them going. I'm gonna make sure we got it together. But in the meantime, quick question, Maisha. Do we have any progress in the little side quest we was on? Yes or no? You don't have to say anything in detail. Are we having any progress in the side quest mission? Let me know, please. Is there any progress in the side quest mission? Let's go on the page who we're working with, because we're going to do a weekend review and we're going to get up out of here, because like we already had it popping. We got some good history going. We had everything rocking. We had Drip. We had the number one come through and show us some love again. Again, his seat is locked, ladies and gentlemen. There's only 3 seats left. Don't miss out. You want to get your seat if you're a Wave King. It's going down when we go around the crown. All right, let me double check something. Let me make sure I see this. And again, yes or no? Okay. We have some progress in our side quest. I like it. I'm going to get back to y'all publicly on that, but we have some progress on the side quests. And we on the page doing page and review, because this is what we do. We look at progress. We go through the page. We show some love. We give some star reviews, and we just keep the vibes right. You know, check out some definition checks, progress checks, and show love for the ones that posted. So let's scroll through what we had last week. All right, Super Bowl, everything's over. We got that out the way. Let's go. Definition check. This that Danny Doom. This that the top shot Danny Doom. Definition check only in the middle. That's it, Danny. You good. Other than that, you good. Middle definition, top shotter, easy. That's nothing. And you already know that's Chorus Gang. Who does that posted up? I think this is Ivan. Yep, this is Ivan. Let's go. And I seen him doing the outside. He did an outside live earlier. That was crazy. Go check that out. He was outside live. And then we got, yeah. We're going to have it like that. We got it like that, OG. This is what the hood is demanding. The hood said, look, man, I need to see certain waivers on here arguing over debates, man. That's something I need to see. I think we got that coming for y'all. We got that coming on deck. Trust me. I got you. All right, we still going through some progress. This right here, clean the mirror on this. Clean the mirror. I think your lens was a little blurred out, but the definition is okay. It's coming along. I just think this picture just need a cleaner lens, and I think you're doing something with this picture. I think you're doing more damage with that one. Remember, guys, double check your lens. Sometimes you could tell when the lens might be a little bit, you know what I mean, a little bit off a little bit, but remember, guys, check your lens. All right, Chuck Brown pulled up with the Sholy Sheen update. What up, OG? See Big Pew, what up? See Beans in this thing. What up, Beans? All right, we're just doing the progress. If you've seen the broadcast, you can watch the whole thing. We was talking history of teams. We only went over a light gloss of the teams, so we didn't go into nothing crazy, but I think it might be some useful information for the newcomers that might not have known anything about that era. That information was pretty much for y'all. For most of y'all pretty much had that information covered. And I like this one. I think, yep, Shanika pulled up with a progress before and after, I think. Okay, this is good. Let me see. It looked like the lighting setup change. Okay. Okay, so for people that might be looking at that, this is like a warm light to like a cool light. Just for example, so you'll see waivers do this from time to time. You'll see waivers take picks under a warm light without the flash, and then you might see this without flash. You might see a little bit of a cooler light. So if you see stuff like this, you know, it's not always filters all the time, boys. Just remember, sometimes it could be cool light and warm light. That's what I think Shanika is definitely showing right now. If you needed to see a comparison, that's a good comparison for that. So some people do light tricks. Some people just change the temperature of the light, so to speak. So we still going through some progress. What we got going? Battle started. As y'all can see, Arizona started. We had a winner in Arizona. Arizona started. We had a winner. But the winner is we gotta wait to the end. We gotta wait all the way to the end. Arizona gets to the bracket. All right, we seeing some. Okay, we see Joseph. Okay, he posted up. This was the one we talk about with the definition check. The definition check is clean. That's there. We still rolling through. Who pulled up? Tyree pulled up. Definition. Audrina, what up? I see you. We pulled up. We just doing a definition check right now. We just going through the page, showing people some love. If we see anything that stands out, let me know. I'll hit it and get it on the screen real quick. You already know. Hall of Fame. Big Hall of Fame. GB. Gifted. It's time. Look at this. Now, you know, I just can't scroll by the masterpiece without showing y'all the masterpiece. Y'all know I'm not going to do that. Y'all see the heat right here. We not just going to scroll on this. We really not going to do that. That's GB. Shout out to GB. What up? It's time. And we still moving through. And as you can see the brands, let's show the brands real quick. Y'all saw we talked about this team earlier. This was one of the graphics. We talked about this team earlier. And this is the one we was talking about. We was talking about the One Mob / New Era. They ended up evolving and becoming this. And this was that part down history lane. Y'all go check that out. This is how the two come together. We get a chance to see a little glimpse in the past. And again, we showing brands. Brands we stand by. Brands that will send you your product in the mail. They will have tracking numbers. They will give you your product. They will send you an email. They will not be at the post office posing and not sending you their product. Get with the real ones. Y'all see the brands. We're going to show the brands, and we always going to let y'all know the brands is the brands. Where we at with it? This look like some Aisha swag. I see drip name, but I know that ain't no drip. Hold up. This we paying homage. We showing love. This is what we doing. You already seen it. The business owner, Maisha Essentials. Will we have success on the side quest? I can't wait to hear it, Maisha. Like, oh. Again, definition check. I love the connects. Connects, we don't even need to talk about the connects. They're clean. We can talk about the work and the force, but we don't ever get that. We're not getting that nitpick. We're going to talk about definition only. And you see where the definition areas is at. You want this area to match this area and vice versa. And that's the definition area. And again, sometimes barbers can mess this area up too, but we'll get into that down the line. But this is definition check. But as you can see, the connects is crazy. The connects is crazy. Drip out here showing love. And I think Drip is low-key recruiting talent. I think I see what's happening. I think I see what's going on here. I'm going to call Drip is actually recruiting super team right in front of everybody. And we not saying nothing. I think I caught on to it just now. I looked at it. Let me know if I'm wrong or not. Look what's happening. I'm feeling some kind of recruitment going on. Jay, what up? Let me know. I'm feeling some recruitment happening right under our eyes. I'm seeing status checks. James is back. Got some more action going. What up, Jay? We still scrolling through. We just scrolling through, looking at some definition checks. Let me see. Let me double check that. It's that APV right here, just showing y'all some progress. You already know how she doing all the way to the shoreline. That's what we working on. Behind the ear, front the ear. Is what we doing. We just working. And you already see they gonna pull up. 40's here. They outside, they active. They showing everything, they showing progress. Jeezy, what up? If you watch the rebroadcast, we're just talking the history of teams. We're just talking spin cycle, 360, teams that you know. When you go watch it, you'll be like, I definitely know all these teams Kato talking about. All right, where we at? This another one. Again, Daniel, I like the progress. I like where you coming with this one. I like the work. I see the vision. Work. Keep working. Keep moving that brush. I'm going to keep watching this. Week to week. And again, we was talking about it. Remember we was talking about we got more talent pulling up. We got our African fam pulling up. I told y'all I was going to get y'all some talent in here. I told y'all the talent going to be up to par. The talent will be top notch. Recruiters, get it together. Sleep if you want. Nate back. By the way, Nate's back. Y'all know Nate. For the ones that know, OG Nate, he's back. I don't know what you're doing with your hair, but he's back. He's back. Let's get that brush moving, Nate. I want to see some work. I want to see you get back to where you know how to get back. That's what we're talking about. All right, let's look through some progress. Because I've seen some hitters. But I wanted to show love to our African brothers over there. They working. He's working. It's that talent. If you need new talent, it's right here in front of you. What we got? Corey, what up? I see you working. No cap. My shit gets anywhere close to this again. Lights out on all categories. I believe you can get there and pass this. What up? I think you could get here and pass that. Spin Cycle was my first team. Exactly. Talk to him, Jeezy. We took him down a little light history run on just the energy, what it was like. And we was only 1,300 deep compared to 20 plus K. No big deal. The energy was still just as good. All right, we still doing some progress checks. So this was another banger. This was a banger. Repping Jersey. This is one of the waivers you're going to see in the bracket for Jersey in that East versus West. Just to show you real quick, it's really happening. Shout out to Jersey. Shout out to Mook. You already know. All right, and you see we did that tournament, and you see everything went through, and we just doing some progress checks. I wanted to double check on a few more before we get up out of here. Shout out to GB with that merch. Grinding with a purpose. Y'all see that merch? Again, businesses that's not going to leave your product in the dumpster while they take your money. They're going to send you your product. Shout out to Gifted. Grinding with a purpose. Get up on that guap merch. What up? We still rolling through and y'all seen it. Y'all seen a heads up as well. Duck. If you see Michael Robertson, he's hacked. Don't do it. Don't click on the link. Do not touch the link. Drip put the PSA out. You already know. Don't do it. Get out. Immediately. And I think we had a LSP Wavy sighting. He said he's back. I don't know. Let me know if he's back. 1 in the chat if you believe he's back. 2 if he's just capping. Let me know. 1 in the chat if you think LSP Wavy is back. 2 if you think it's just cap. I don't know, Ellis. What up? Talk to me. You outside? What the people saying? What the people got going? We doing progress checks. Where we at? Wavy Wayne, I see you. Every week I see you get better and better. Every week I see you. Keep working, bruh. He on a different pattern wave, and I like how it's coming along. Who we got? Another one. Major League Waving. If you see this site, go hit this site, give it a like, show your support. We taking all this wavy activities to the public spaces. This is what you've seen with Spin City and Major League Waving. We're starting to take our competitive sport more to the masses. So you see that, hit that up, show your love. When they do posts, when they do recruiting, just know, get up in there, get with Banks. Reeves, what up? What up, Reeves? 1.5. 1.5. It's half cap. Oh no. I hear half cap. I hear half cap for real. All right, I seen somebody help ball with this too. Good. Yep. Good looking out. Good looking out. Yeah, help him out. I don't know, Brett. I don't know, Brett. We gotta talk, Brett. You ain't even holler at me, Brett. Brett, talk to me. We just get tagged like this. We don't get no inbox or nothing. We just get hit like this. Wow. Talk to me, Brett. Wow. Just wow. Drip called it, but just wow. Then we back up to the update and we seen Dub. I like Dub. Dub be moving in the hood. What up, Dub? That's more talent. Again, we talking talent. What up? I see new talent. Mike August, what up? I see recruiting happening. This is what you're going to see around this time. You're going to see all the good teams recruiting. And of course, Jeezy got the drops today and tomorrow. Black History Month sale, $20 off each brush. Get on top of it. This is it. Links is up top. I know you've seen them on the top of ES. We got the links up top. And this is what we're doing. We showing up. Every week. We're going to talk wavy events. Again, I can't wait to get y'all in here and debate topics. I got topics for y'all. I see a lot of things. I got a lot of people hitting me up, moving and shaking with information. We got a lot of things going. Reinstating himself. This is what we got going. I don't know if that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. But like, we're going to get to it. And week to week, we're going to come holler at y'all, give y'all updates, let y'all know about tournaments, let y'all know about events. Anybody got some events you want me to put out there, let me know. Hit me up. My DMs are open. Until next week, keep that brush moving, and I'll see y'all next week.
Y'all niggas is different.